Today's look is inspired by Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of beauty, so this sign is going to naturally lean into that luxury and inner beauty look. Sensual textures and rich harmonious tones. As an earth sign, Taurus connects to these really grounding colors, thinking of earth tones, the ground, dirt, but also blossoming green leaves everywhere. So I really wanted this look to be effortless, but a sense of intentionality. So keep on watching if you want to see how I created this look. So for today's look, I really want to focus on that grounded and earthy type of tones, but with a little bit of luxury in there. So I did start with some foundation, and I'm going to start with the eyes. For the eyes, I don't know how like deep and dark I want to go, because I want to keep this pretty matte for the most part, because when I think of like the dirt, the ground, it's matte. There really isn't a sense of glimmer unless you look into like sand, mica. For that kind of inspiration, I have two palettes that kind of came into mind. So one is my Twilight Colourpop palette, and this one just has those like murky greens that I was kind of thinking of. Maybe some of this brown. It's such a rich brown. I think that could be a really great color to go in there, but I don't want it to be too murky. But I think I'm going to lean more into those greens. To go with those deep greens, I'm pulling out my Star Wars Mandalorian palette, and this one also has a lot of those nice greens that I think could look very rich in this look. So let's begin. As always, I'm just going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. For the first shade, I'm thinking of going into Say It Out Loud. It's this nice light cool tone taupey shade, and I think I kind of want that all over the lid. I think it's going to add nice richness to just begin on. This is actually one of my favorite shades for just a nice one and done if you just want a little bit of contour to your lid. I love this shade. And I'm taking that up all the way to the brow. And I don't really want any like angular shapes, because when I think of like grounded and earthy stuff, I don't know. I mean, there are like sharp rocks, things like that, but I think I'm gonna go more into the softer shapes. So just kind of keeping things very soft and rounded. But I do want to deepen it up a little, so I'm gonna go into this very neutral, almost cool toned brown Bella. And I'm just gonna take a small fluffy brush and just a hint of it, because I think if I do too much with the greens, it's gonna get really muddy really quickly. So I'm just gonna do a little. I think I took way too much. And just kind of deepening up the outer corner, but again, not really defining anything. I think that's how deep I want to go, because again, I'm gonna be working with some of these deep greens, and that's gonna deepen it up even further. So I don't want it to get muddy, even though that's kind of what we're thinking of. I think I want to start with 17, just kind of like a lighter green. I'm thinking of possibly Fast as well, but that one is leaning almost into an emerald green territory. So I think I want to start with the lighter one and build up a little. I'm just taking a different fluffy brush, and this one is kind of go into that crease area, and I think I'm going to use that dark green to go over that deep brown that I placed. I'm a little scared of this one because it is so pigmented, and the one thing I don't like about the Twilight palette is that it doesn't blend the best. It's really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna blend it, but I need to be a little careful how close I get to that brown. Okay, I'm actually loving how that blended. I didn't have any issues at all. So now we're gonna go into that really deep green called Impossibly Fast. I think I'm gonna use that small brush again just to be really precise with it. I'm just working some onto my brush, and I'm just gonna go over right where that dark brown was placed. Kind of just packing it in first before I blend. And then I'm going to kind of blend it up into that lighter green. Wow, I love how that looks. It looks so earthy and kind of just like a bed of dark grass. I really like how that looks. So I'm really considering using this light green baby face just to kind of add a little bit of brightness, but I'm a little worried it might not work well. So let's hope for the best. I'm just gonna, oh, perfect. Okay, I'm just adding it over where that light green was, just to give it a little bit more brightness, because I feel like it got a little lost. Just blending that out. So I just swatched Lion and Lamb, which is this gorgeous, like just shimmery green, and I think I'm gonna use that on the lid. I was thinking maybe more like a gold tone, but I think this is what I want to do. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of glitter glue and we can proceed with that. Okay, and this is gonna be so beautiful. I mean, just look at that. Wow, that is gorgeous. So I love how this is looking, but I feel like the under eyes still need a little bit something. So I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick, and this is in Copper Chic. And I think it's just gonna adjust a little bit to the look, but keeping it, I don't want it too dark underneath. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this. I feel like it's light, but it definitely adds a little bit of something. Actually, I'm gonna bring it all the way. So I'm gonna add a little bit of eyeliner and mascara, and I will be right back. So I did just add brown mascara and a brown liner, and I added a little bit of the brown to my lower lash, and I think that really like vamped up this look. So I'm liking how that's looking so far, and now we need to really do the rest of the face. So I'm thinking of a matte bronzer, and today I'm using the Milani Looking Matte Bronzing Powder in Sunlight, and this is my first actually like matte bronzer, and the packaging is so hard to open. I don't know why. This was so hard to open that when I did, my nails scratched it and it went everywhere. So now that it is open, I was saying that I really like this one because it's matte. Even though it's matte, it still gives a nice glow to the skin. I mean, look at that. It's not orange at all. I love this one so much, besides the packaging. And I probably should have done this before the bronzer, but this blush is one of my favorites. The e.l.f. Camo Blush in Dusty Rose, and I think this is just a perfect color that can suit any look. It has like a little glimpse of a shimmer in there, but I swear it doesn't even show up on the skin. What I like to do is actually dot it on my face. I tap it out with my fingers and then go over it with a sponge. I think that's kind of the best way that it looks in my opinion. And I'm gonna kind of go for just like a rounded look for this. It's been forever since I've used this one and I really love it. Oh wow, I'm actually almost empty. So I might just put this in my drawer to finish it up. I didn't realize there was so little left. I mean, just look at that. I love this color so much. It suits anything really. This is one of those shades, if I don't know what to wear, I tap this over. I think I went a little too much. I forgot how much this spreads. I have the Rare Beauty one. It's a mini, but I have to dip in like 3 to 4 times. I never get enough out. So I tap it with my fingers to get the pigment, and I know it looks crazy right now, but then I'm just going to tap out the edges. And look at that, it blends so nicely. And then before I go to the lips, I am just going to set my face. So I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And this one is really great. I feel like it works pretty much with every foundation I have, besides like matte ones. And that's because I have dry skin. I feel like if you have oily skin, it will be perfect. And I don't know, something about the scent of this is so nostalgic to me. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Before I powder, I'm just going to let that dry completely. And I'm only gonna powder really like the center of my face. Yep, just gonna go right into the center and really just to blur everything together. I mean, look at this. Like, can you see that blur? Oh, I love this powder. Oh, I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and this is their pink shade. I would say it's not as pink as the Huda Beauty, but I'm honestly okay with that. I think I'm a little over the like super bright pink under eye. I got the Huda Beauty because I thought it would be brighter, but then I've been seeing people doing the Oob one, and that one seems like too much. Unless you have like a super deep complexion, I feel like that one just, it's too pink. But this one is just gorgeous. There's just a little bit on the forehead to cut down some of that shine. And then lastly, the lips. I'm really still wanting to dig into that very earthiness of this look. So I'm thinking for lip liner, but trying to keep it soft, is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. I'm almost done with this, but honestly, this has been my go-to. I prefer this over the lipstick. I usually do this as a lipstick, but today I'm just gonna use it as a liner. I have something else I want to use. And I did put a lip mask on right before because my lips are so dry. So a lip liner will adhere better if your lips are dried out. And then for my lipstick, I'm using the Urban Decay Vice in Horchata. And I'm really excited to use this. I've tried it on a couple of times. It's a little deeper than the normal like nude type of lips I go for, but I'm very excited to try this. I mean, that is just so rich and it's so silky soft too. Oh my goodness, I love this. So here is the final look. I love it so much. I love how like it's kind of spooky in a way, and I just love how deep and dark and dramatic it is. I really wasn't expecting to like this look so much. I had some fear with the green in the eyes because last time I tried to do a green eye look, it kind of went the wrong way, especially with those browns, but I think this is my redemption. I really like how it came out, and this lip, I am obsessing over it. I think I went a little too much with some of the bronzer. The light keeps changing, but overall I think it still fits the mood of those traits of earthy and sensual that you would think of Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, I would highly recommend to check out the rest of my zodiac series. I'm going through every month and doing one of the zodiac signs, just seeing how I can make these looks work, and just kind of my idea of what these zodiac signs would look as a makeup look. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!